What's up, everybody? I'm Karama, aka the Blur Girl. Welcome back to C2E2's live stage. I'm contributing editor to SYFY WIRE, and today we are talking to the voice cast of Boruto. Well, actually, Boruto Naruto Next Generation is the full thing. I just call it Boruto.
That's the one.
Cherami Leigh. I said it wrong first. Sorry.
No, it's great.
Cherami Leigh, who plays Sarada, and Robbie Daymond, who plays Mitsuki.
Yeah.
Welcome. Now, the two of you have done some things in the past, not just this show. I mean, Sailor Venus was one of your shows. Sacred Blacksmith, Peach Girl, Fairy Tale. You, Fate's Day Night, and oh wow, also Sailor Moon, One Punch Man. So you guys this is regular territory for you here. How excited were you when you heard that you were cast in the next generation of Naruto?
I couldn't believe it because it's such a huge property and it's such an iconic series, and so I mean, just knowing who my parents were going to be is pretty unbelievable, and I was very excited.
You knew before your character did.
I did. I knew before my character did, exactly. So I was really excited to get to work on the series and to get to be a part of this iconic generation of anime, really.
Same. I was a huge Naruto fan growing up. Like, I read the manga, and I loved the show, but I got into anime only about 5 years ago as a voice actor, and I didn't think I'd ever have a chance to be in that universe. And then I did the movie The Last as the main bad guy in that.
Yes, you did.
And I played a somewhat similar character, and then these auditions came around, I was like, probably not. And then here I am, so I'll take it.
I love how he's like, yeah, I have time to do that one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll do that one. Yeah, of course. Very excited, though. It's a fantastic franchise.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I just alluded to your mom a second ago, your mom on the show. And I just think it's hilarious. Like, it was just when it was revealed who Sarada's real mother is.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of, I don't know, it wasn't anticlimactic for me, it was just funny. It was like, really? And Karen was like, how could you think I was her mother? I don't know, you look exactly like her, and she wears the exact same glasses.
Yep, totally. I loved that whole arc of her kind of finding who she is and where she comes from, because, well, we all know her dad is not really the most active father, and he's not there all the time, and so I think a lot of kids just want that if you don't look like your family or you don't feel like you fit in, you just kind of want that validation of where do I really belong? And that was a really fun journey to go on through the eyes of this character, and also finding the picture going, she's in a picture with my dad. Wait, I look just like her. Maybe my whole life is a lie. So that was a really fun arc. Because anime.
Because anime.
Yeah. Talk to your kids. That's the lesson of the show. Just have a conversation. Clear those things up so the kids don't run away on an epic journey.
And parents take care of your kids. Like,
yeah, totally.
I was just doing the Dragon Ball panel earlier, and I was like, really, Goku? Really? Like, Piccolo raised those kids. Like, come on. So it's just, everything with parenting is like so horrible in anime. But I also think Karen's reveal, because, you know, everyone's like, oh, but she has her DNA. It's like, oh, of course she does.
Yeah.
She has her DNA because, you know, while she was giving birth, I gave her some of my,
She's like, oh, I delivered you.
Yeah,
I was there. We were both in the room.
Yeah, because part of my jutsu is giving DNA. And I was so your DNA is in, like, when I thought about it, I was like, this is for kids,
like, wait,
right?
what?
Right. How did your oh, okay, never mind.
Like, this ninja stuff is way more complicated than we thought.
Now, speaking of ninja stuff, it's actually not complicated for your character, Mitsuki, because he's a clone of Cherami.
Yeah, I mean, it's a coincidence because my actual parents are actually snake ninjas, and I'm a clone of them. So yeah, I could really connect to it. Yeah, it's super easy. That's what people don't know about me. It's a little fast.
So you just confirmed something I was going to say. Like, it's not kind of, that's not kind of snake ninja power. That is.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd. Aren't his powers a little bit odd?
Yeah, but then I think somebody would say that it's odd because he's not fully a clone. How are you partially a clone? How does that work? Like,
are we really going to get into ninja DNA
No,
right
I'm
now?
just
I don't even
joking.
really know
I'm
how that
sorry.
all works.
A
your
ninja
dad.
DNA panel.
That's true. My dad?
Is this, yeah.
My dad?
Whoa.
Or
Yeah, you see
my
that?
moon?
You see how we did that? You see that?
It's 2019. He can be whatever he wants to be. They can be whatever they want to be.
Exactly. But yeah, I think the interesting thing about your character is that we're Boruto might be freaking out or whatever, he's always very calm. Very
Yeah.
like, hey,
We need that.
that's true.
With that
Between
dynamic.
the two of you, I like that whenever they start going at it, he just goes, "Ha, you guys are so funny."
It's my
like,
favorite.
that's my favorite.
I
yeah.
love it so much. I love the dynamic between the three of them.
Yeah.
But you're right though. He's like calm and it's very calming, or it's wait, is he a killer? Like
Oh,
are we
for
all about-
sure, he's a stone cold
Yeah.
killer.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
It's super
Yeah.
dangerous. But also, that's one of my favorite things about doing scenes with the three of us is who is Mitsuki going to agree with? Is he going to take Boruto's side or
Boruto.
Sarada's side? What? No.
No, he does take your side sometimes. But
It
he's
should be
definitely
all
in,
the time.
in bro love with Boruto for sure.
They're playing these characters and they're like, no, listen, I'm the one you're supposed to side with.
Yeah. You
But I
always
love-
should side with me.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't speak, but you should side with
I
me.
will. I'll do it.
So what are the your favorite episode or favorite scene?
I always like the when we get a little taste of all the characters' powers. So the cool thing about Mitsuki is that like nobody knows anything about him. So it feels like every dozen or so episodes he does something crazy. Like, oh, he's got stretchy arms, and they're like, oh no, he's got real snakes he can talk to. And then he's on his snake phone calling his homeboy, and nobody knows who it is. And then he's like, oh yeah, I got lightning dragons too. And oh yeah, I can do some other stuff that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah,
So
he's like clone Slytherin. He's
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
Oh, beautiful. So I really loved the first scene where we got to see Sarada meet her dad and how that reunion did not go, I think, as either of them had planned.
because Sasuke.
I mean,
I had the same issue throughout all of Naruto, by the way.
Yeah.
Like Sasuke don't want you, Naruto. Just let it go. Throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sasuke has like some issues.
it was a lot. It was
Yeah.
a lot to handle. It was not the way I expected things to happen, but it was a really fun
If there
moment.
wasn't a moody Sasuke, there'd be like 9 episodes of Naruto.
I mean,
that would
that's
be
true.
it.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away if people are not there yet. But I feel like
Well,
maybe
you should be.
don't try to attack your child and maybe kill them upon first meeting them. That's weird.
Yeah, you can never be too safe with spoilers these days. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, oh, do you remember when Gohan beat Cell? And then somebody in the audience will be like, oh, come on!
No,
like,
that
that
happens
was
all the time.
20 years
That's
ago.
what I'm saying. No,
yeah.
the statute of limitations on spoilers should be like, I don't know, 72 hours. Let it go.
Fair enough.
Like, you got kids that weren't born when that show came out, and you're like, I'm just now watching it.
And
What are you, 10?
her researching about her family, and I guess probably the first reveal of the Sharingan was pretty cool.
Yeah.
How about you?
Favorite scene? Definitely all the OP power-up scenes, and one that hasn't happened yet. It rhymes with cage bode.
I'm trying to get him to say it. That's why I keep going back to it. Okay, so the two of you, well, each of you, what are you looking forward to, like, and not the ones you've recorded and we don't know about,
Okay.
but what do you wish? Who's a character that you really want to have a scene with that you haven't yet?
I hear things go pretty ham around episodes 62, 63. I'm kind of excited to see where that all goes from. Yeah, I don't know. I want a little more dad time too. Dad, mom,
Yes.
dad, mom, they
Them.
time.
Them.
Them
Yeah.
time.
Them time.
We got a very small moment between the trio where they had like a little family moment, and I was like, I feel like Sarada would be, where she's like, oh, mom and dad, that's it? Okay, bye, dad, see you later. And so that would be great.
Because
I think all of the
Sasuke.
kids are like, more time with our parents? Like quality time with our parents? Can we do that?
I'm telling you, someone needs
Great.
to have a class about anime parenting and that, like, not to do it that way.
Well, I think it's also, hopefully people watching the show can reflect on that and go, wow, I love that my parents did not do this to me. So maybe it'll bring them closer
Yeah,
to their
trying
parents.
to kill me when they met me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Right.
they're alive. I think that's the
Sure.
worst, like, fictional birth is
We're
to be an
making this
anime
show
parent.
sound terrible.
It's a great show. It's so good, you guys.
It's so much
I love
fun.
it. Honestly, love working on it, and I really appreciate that they don't shy away from, like, you know, kids. It's not a popular thing for kids to talk about, like, man, I don't know my parents, or I'm frustrated by these things, and this show is willing to talk about it, and they're important conversations, which is great,
And, also
and
kids,
it's fun.
And kids are smart. I'm tired of like
Yeah.
a lot of the shows where like they're talking down to the kids like they're not gonna get it. It's like, yeah, they will. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
'Cause, so I think that's one of the things I like about it. The other thing I like about Boruto, even versus Naruto, is that the filler episodes are so much better.
I mean, any time where Chocho is involved in the brilliant chip collection, I love it so much. I want some chip company to create some Chocho inspired flavors of
She's
chips.
like coming up with it in her head. You see this?
Yeah, I'm like, could we do that?
Now, you said growing up, Naruto, Robbie, was your, you grew up on it, you were
Sure.
a fan. But what other animes were you a fan of? Or manga, because you were reading that first.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older, so when I got into it, I wasn't like in high
Yeah, I
school.
could tell. He's like 70.
Yeah, it's true. It's 1,000 years old.
That's
so
his jitsu.
He's immortal.
I was coming up on like I was like Shonen Jump Monthly, like I was reading like Naruto, One Piece, Shaman King, Yu Yu Hakusho. I think
He's
the first.
just rattling these off like low-key geek.
Yeah, I told
Right,
you.
like
I got,
no big deal.
I got
Little known
legit
show.
nerd cred, you guys. Like I think accidentally the first anime I ever saw was Ninja Scroll. I think my
God,
parents
how old were
rented that.
you?
Probably like 10, and I
Okay,
think my
so
parents
speaking of bad
accidentally rented
parenting.
it for me. Don't rent Ninja Scroll for your kids.
Ninja Scroll. Okay,
Don't
there
do
is
that.
an American version that is edited, but you still need to have a conversation and sit there.
Yeah.
How about you?
First anime that I ever saw was actually Sailor Moon. It was very, very cool, like years later, to get to find out I was going to be working on the uncut, unedited version of Sailor Moon. I actually found out that I got cast, did not know who I would be playing.
That's awesome.
While I was on the way to my rehearsal dinner for my wedding.
And you found that you're going to be Sailor Venus.
Yeah.
On the way to your wedding.
Yeah, which was very cool. And then they said, don't tell anybody. So I was like starting
not
the
only did
wedding
we-
with
we-
a secret.
Not only did we have an anime childhood, we are your anime
Yeah.
child.
Yes, they are. Thank you both so much for joining me. This is so much fun.
Thank you.
Everybody needs to be watching Boruto. And up next, Sci-Fi Wire's Evening Con Roundup. You're going to hear about all the stuff we did today and what's coming up tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.